This is 4 months since I started HRT. And what's happened the last week, I decided to tweeze my leg hairs because I was bored. So my left leg, my lower left leg, I tweezed everything off of it because I was really bored. And I was getting sick and tired of the hair of growing, because not being on the HRT, the hair grows a little faster, and the other issues with hair, still all this, like a few pieces here and through here, but it's mostly right through here on my chin, like through, like about here, going along like this. Then there's a strip here and a strip here, then a few pieces up along the upper parts of my cheeks. That's the hair that wasn't fully grown in when I had laser done last, because I started laser hair removal back in 2009 and at that time my facial hair wasn't fully grown in before I started the physical part of my transition on the HRT. Then when I did start on HRT, it still wasn't, all the hair that wasn't fully grown in wasn't fully grown in. So over the years, I had to keep going back and getting touch-ups so much because the facial hair wasn't fully grown in, and so it cost quite a bit to get all that touched up. But I haven't had a touch-up done for over a year, since March of last year. I believe it was the beginning of March of last year, and I haven't had a touch-up yet, and part of it's a money issue, and the other part is how much it costs. And the more facial hair, like the more hair you can have come in between sessions, the better the results will be. So now that all this has actually, what's left has come in, especially not being right currently on the HRT, because a few issues, that hair has come in and it's growing kind of fast, like it comes back where I have to shave it off every day. It's kind of it sucks, but I hate it. I haven't got astis for from it, but starting to get a little bit a little down about it, because I just want the rest of that hair gone, because I don't like facial hair. So, but at least all that wasn't grown in has finally come in. So when I get laser done again, when I start getting the touch-ups and whatnot again, it will dramatically decrease it much faster, instead of having to wait for that hair that hasn't grown in yet to come in, because the hair that hasn't grown in is all in. It's like all the hair that was right through here is gone permanently, except for right up in these two little spots. It's like right here and partly right in the corners here and here. So that's kind of irritating. And the rest of it, most of the bulk is through right, the bottom right through here, and the sides through here, and the strips through here, like going through here and a few spots up here. That's where the bulk of it is. That's finished growing. I don't know if there's any more that's going to grow and come in from what wasn't fully grown in from before. Because the more the hair that's grown in when you start HRT, the better. So it's like if your facial hair doesn't, and you're young and you're like in your 20s and you're barely starting your transition and that facial hair isn't fully grown in, it's going to take a lot longer to get it gone than it would be for someone that actually has it fully grown in, that the hair's actually fully come in. So yeah, that's what kind of sucks. But I know when I get back on the HRT, the hair will start growing slower and decrease. I know the hair through here won't decrease, but hopefully it doesn't affect the color. Hopefully the color doesn't get sun bleached or anything. So when I get laser next, it can get it gone. Because that was the other part of the issue, is it was sun bleached, and if that happens and there's no color in it, then laser won't work on the hair. So yeah, other than that issue, my measurements are still the same. My waist is still 27. The bust is 36.5 inches. Actually, a little bit above 36.5 inches. And as I just regular do things, I don't really notice how big my breasts actually have gotten. But I was filming a video the last few days for a tutorial that's going to be on my other YouTube channel for a shirt that I designed, how to make one like it. So check that out on my other YouTube channel. But I was watching that video and I noticed how big my breasts actually are, and like, wow, they're bigger than I thought they were. Then if I have my arms close in like this against my breasts, and you can actually feel against the arms, I can feel a big difference that way. Then yeah, so at least they're still growing. They've been on and off itching and hurting so that last week, so that's good because that tells me they're still growing. And from looking and measuring and kind of feeling, they have gotten somewhat bigger, but not dramatically, but where I can physically notice a difference. And it has affected my dysphoria in a positive way, where the bigger my breasts get, I notice my dysphoria gets better. I get less and less dysphoric because that part of my body's matching even more and more and more to what my brain, how it functions. Because us trans women, our brains are closely like developed as a female, and the mind-body connection with the cerebral cortex, I think it is. Yeah, the connection is a lot stronger in us trans women with the breasts and that part of the brain, cerebral cortex. If that's how you pronounce it properly. But there's a lot stronger connection the bigger my breasts get. So hopefully they can, it seems like over time they're going and getting exactly how I know they should, and hopefully I can get to where I can wear a cup size bigger, which is I need my breasts a full cup size bigger, so I need them a small 37.5 inches. And if I can get them there, then that's the biggest I want my breasts to be. Then being able to fit in a small 32 double D, or the equivalent in sister sizing, a 34C. Hopefully I can get there. And yeah, other than that, I haven't noticed any other issues, except for this one thing that has gotten better. That feeling was having down there, that weird, like, vibrating, gurgly feeling. I found out it was irritated nerves down there in the genital area. That actually has gone away. Only felt it once in the last week, I can say, and it's gotten better. But I noticed something else I'm not liking. It's a symptom of Asperger's, and I know a lot of trans women have the issues, like urinary issues, because a lot of trans women have urinary issues because of the prescription. But I know, because I haven't been taking prescriptions like I'm supposed to. I've been a bad girl about that. But, and I can rule out it's not the prescriptions doing this, but spironolactone does make it worse. I'm having incontinence, you can say. It's been happening at nights, not really, but during the day, especially like the morning, afternoon, is when I notice it's not really towards the morning, but towards like the middle of the day, like around lunchtime, that kind of a time, where it's like around from 11 to about 4 or so, maybe 5, maybe a little bit later than that, 5 o'clock. I would notice around that time is when it's been worse. I don't know why, but in the middle of the day, I noticed that urinary issue is not fun, and it's gotten worse. I know that's a symptom of Asperger's, so I need to look more into that and figure out what's going on, and how I explain in a few of my other videos how it's like the time of the month kind of a thing, how that happens more when it's supposed to be like hormonally my time of the month. Well, as things started switching and everything, because I'm not being on the HRT, things have flip-flopped, and I could say fully for sure now. I just don't want to go into details, but my sister is, how I was saying mine was matched up with, like, time of the month was up with hers. Well, I can say, I'm not going to go into details, but I'm just going to say she's pregnant, and since that's happened, for the few months that's been going on, I noticed my time of the month has switched. It's switched. So instead of being at how it originally was, the end of the month, then it switched to the beginning of the month, then it switched back to the end of the month, now like switched to like the second to the last week of the month. Well, I noticed it's the second, it's like the second week, like the middle 2 weeks of the month. It's right in the middle of that. It's it's like right in between. That is what I've noticed is what's going on. That time of the month kind of a thing. So, yeah, that's switched. So, like the incontinence thing, I noticed is like the time of the month. It's like how it happens. And I don't know why it happens exactly like that. One reason could be because a long time ago I prayed to God in some way I want to have a time of the month, even if it's urinary related. And I've prayed something like that to God, and it's happened exactly as I prayed for. And I can't really fully say for sure that's what could be causing it, but I just wanted to say that is an incident that really happened that I've prayed about, and it's happening exact as I prayed. So I can't say it's like right or wrong for you, any of you out there to pray or anything, or your religious beliefs or whatnot, but that's an experience on my part and with my transition. So, yeah. I don't know if that's part of it, but that's what's weird, how it's like a time of the month is how it works. So, other than that, sorry for that buzzing noise if you hear it. It's because of my laptop and I haven't plugged my camera in to use the microphone on it. So yeah, other than that, I've actually been happy. One thing I'm concerned about right now is facial hair, how fast it's growing, what's left, what needs to be lasered, and I'm procrastinating is another big symptom of Asperger's, especially for me. I haven't started the process for getting, like, I have the insurance, but the other part, the SSI part, I haven't fully started that part, which is hard for me to do certain things because of the Asperger's, especially certain things that are really important. I end up procrastinating on some things because it's just that symptom of Asperger's I'm not liking. Nothing I can do about that but try a little bit harder to get these things done. But yeah, other than that, I'm more sure towards joining a dating site to meet someone. The thing is, I'm trying to decide which website to join, but I want to join after I end up being more financially stable and whatnot. Then find a website that works for me and what I'm looking for. Because how I'm attracted to small-breasted, long-haired redheads that has that average build, not really muscularly, not fat, but I'm more on the skinny side, but how my body type is, more like that, but not being around my height and my age. So that's what I'm looking for. Someone who's really nerdy like I am, who even, I could say, if I can say like, someone who's also interested, if I say like for instance, I can say like all the really weird and more kinky things I could be into if she's into those same things. that would be a plus. I could say something like that, like the things that I'm interested in, she'd have to be also interested in them as much as I am, no matter what that could be. So things could work out a lot better. So that's kind of someone I'm looking for. And hopefully she has some things that she's interested in that I might not be interested in, because we'd be two individual people, and how that does work. Like for instance, like music, she could like something that I might not like, but that's because people are different and that doesn't matter. But as long as we're interested in the same things and it works, and she's, as I described in these other videos, what I'm attracted to, as long as that, then yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. For like the last while I've been thinking about that. I'm feeling more towards ready to start dating again, or more so not really dating but being in a relationship. Feeling more comfortable towards that now. But I want to get financially stable, get back on the HRT and start getting the laser done again and get things back on track. Then join a site and see where it goes. So yeah, sorry for the video going long, but I noticed my voice, it's kind of not cooperating here and there, because I've been writing in the book I've been writing. It's like a program I've been using. It's called voice recognition. Whatever you say, it types it for you. Because I've been doing that because it goes faster. And yeah. And my voice has kind of not been cooperating, because using it, vocal cords so much, needing to let it heal up. Yeah. So, help get it stronger and whatnot. Other than that, I'm still doing good. Not really any of the changes have reversed, except for down there, the amount of sperm, I can say that's come back. That's the only thing that's reversed. It's not as much as it was before I started HRT. It's less, but the fullness of how much has come back, but less than what there used to be. So that has affected that, being on the HRT compared to now. So that's the only real thing that's reversed itself. So other than that, no changes have reversed since I haven't been a good girl and be correctly on the HRT. Yeah. So other than that, I'm happy. I'm still alive. The videos are late, I know, really late on some of them. They've been being late and late. It's because I don't have the internet as of right now, so whenever I'm able to use the internet, I do the best I can in uploading videos that have been edited. I just have to finish editing them and get them uploaded as soon as I can. And after I do that, then should be caught up with the videos. And I still have to go through my pictures, my weekly pictures, and organize what I need to do that. And see how things are going. So, until next time, comment, rate, and subscribe, and click the link to check out my blog. I'm sorry I haven't done a blog yet for a long time, but it's planned. The blogs are planned. They will be there. I'm just more worried about getting these videos uploaded and whatnot, getting all that done. Then after I get all caught up, I will focus on getting a blog done the best I can. So